Welcome to the Sleevy G Show. I'm your host for your most. My name is Gomez, and tonight, like all nights, I have a true special guest, but he's making his return back to the Sleevy G Show. I have Jasmeet, the Giants Singh, one of the biggest Giants fans and Rangers fans that I know. What is going on, buddy?
Not much, not much. Friday night, weather was
Right.
beautiful today,
Oh, can't go
close to
wrong.
70 degrees. I'm in my basement, so that's why I'm wearing my sweatshirt. Otherwise, I was in tees all day long.
Same
Um,
here. Same
yeah, it
here.
looks like we're ready for spring and maybe into summer.
I even got a haircut today. So
Oh wow, look at that.
yeah, so
I
I
can't.
have
I'm sorry. I can't do that. You know.
no, that's I understand. I had to get a haircut because St. Patrick's Day weekend. I always got to look fresh for the holidays.
There you go. Yeah, next week.
So what a crazy week on the NFL free agency draft. Free agency, man. Let me tell you,
Tell me about.
I've never seen more revolving doors in one day in my entire NFL life. This week was a whopper. First of all, we're gonna say we're gonna talk about Saquon first. Saquon leaving the Giants. This is a big one because this is a
Even
guy.
even before that, I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah,
like even before that, like running back market. Look, the market is like low,
yeah.
but there were so many running backs available.
They
You
were
know,
there. You were talking DeAndre Swift. Now Derrick
a lot.
Henry. What's his name that got released from
Singletary,
Green Bay?
Singletary that we got.
Singletary. We got Singletary, which is actually a premier good back. Actually, if you think about it, he kind of knows the
He's a
system.
good transitional guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then maybe what's the one that Aaron Jones that got released by the Packers? That could
Yeah.
be a good 1-2 punch for the Giants. But the release of the leaving of Saquon Barkley, it it hurts a lot of Giants fans, which I totally understand. Listen, we thought we found a running back, was that 6 years ago on the draft? He was the rookie of the year, had an amazing impact on the Giants right off the bat. Gets hurt year 2 and 3 pretty bad. 4, 5, and 6. I defended Daniel Jones about a year ago when I say we have to give this guy a chance. And we did. But to reward him for what he got for his contract, 4 years, 100 something million was ridiculous.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it was a little too much, but then the way it was going last year for Daniel Jones, the year before that he had his great year.
Yeah, he had his
I
great
mean,
year. He
it's
had his playoff
debatable.
run.
It's debatable. You cannot just look at the one Minnesota game, all that stuff. And we talked about this last year, right? I
Yeah, we
think
did. We did. We talked about this a little
like,
bit
okay, he does deserve some money, but not all of that 140. And if he would have shown something last year,
before he
uh,
got injured.
before he got injured, I mean, injured is unfortunate. I mean, God knows what's coming for you. Like it could happen to any quarterback
Oh yeah.
or any player in the NFL or any sport, right? I
Yep.
mean, God forbid, like, I mean, like Mape is playing tomorrow, like, and he gets injured, and
There
there
goes the
goes his team,
sis. Yeah.
exactly. I'm knocking on the wood at the same time,
Listen,
but
we recovered when Saquon was injured. We did decently, you know what I mean? But losing
he was a
Saquon
backup.
Barkley to me was not a shocker. He kept on saying in an interview, I want to be a Giant for life. I want to be Giant for life. And actually, I remember I said something on when you were live about a week ago. I said, Saquon is not the same Saquon we knew 6 years ago. He is not a team player. And then,
The
not
only,
you.
I mean, he is good for the locker room. He was
Yeah.
good. He was a
Oh, yeah,
captain.
he was good for the locker room. That's about it. But when it came down to the money, he was not that good because then he talked.
He wanted that money because he wanted him to be compared to, like,
Christian
like,
McCaffrey.
let's say, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's true, but
Oh,
I'm
he wanted CMC money.
he wanted to go see his value up there. I
The
don't know
only
how
thing,
he's going to be with the Eagles. I
listen,
mean, is he going to be the CMC, what CMC is currently right now, with the Niners?
yeah,
I mean, CMC is like on another level right now. If
CMC's.
Niners only need another, like, one or two pieces, maybe here and there, could be. But I could see them. I mean, I don't know how big Brock Purdy is, but yeah, going
Brock
back to
Purdy. I mean, Brock Purdy's been a proven quarterback now for 2 years. His rookie year
I mean,
and now this
he
year.
has taken them that far. I mean, last year,
You took him
uh,
to a Super Bowl in your
yeah,
second year as an NFL player. Your second year, Mr. Irrelevant, which is an amazing defeat, though. You know,
I mean,
I
Tom
don't.
Brady did that too, right? Tom Brady when he was in the second year. I think the Patriots went to the Super Bowl too, or no? Or maybe I'm wrong.
I think it was his third year.
Third year?
I
Okay.
think it was his third year.
Oh, so this guy broke the record. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
I'm not saying he's Tom
n-
Brady, but
no,
you
no,
know,
but
yeah.
they did mention that during the Super Bowl where they think excuse me, I apologize. That Brock Purdy was the youngest and it was his second year. And I remember that they were mentioning Tom Brady, but I think Tom Brady was on his third year as the quarterback of the New England Patriots. So I think Purdy broke the record. Brock broke the record. But I mean, if you think about it, he came in for the injured Jimmy Garoppolo, now who's signed now with the LA Rams as of today. So,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
but it was also suspended for like 8 games, I think, for something. I think
Is
he's
he?
just yeah, I think he
Oh,
was
he's not
just
starting the season. I'm
no,
not.
he's
I'm
no,
checking
I
in.
think he's suspended for something. If I remember
Maybe.
correctly, I don't remember. But going back to Saquon, losing him is, one thing. Yes, he's a great locker room guy. I will agree. But when it came to business wise, he was about himself. Now there is this tampering allegation going on. Now, if that has happened, that could be that could be draft picks coming to the Giants for
Compensatory, I think. I
yeah,
don't think they just gonna hand over the same draft to us or draft
no,
pick to us.
but if it's
I think
true,
we'll get an extra first round pick or something,
we'll
right?
get one or two. It's either a first rounder. I think it's a first rounder, or second rounder, or a first rounder. But I don't know if it's going to be for this year. If they do it quick enough and they find him guilty, we might get it in for the. We might take away the Eagles pick in the
They
first
might
round.
get and they might get suspended too or something, right?
Saquon
Is there a
could get.
suspension?
I think Saquon and the owner can be suspended up to. I think Saquon can get up to 5. The owner could get up to full season to be excommunicated from the
So they
stadium.
cannot make any transactions basically.
Yeah, they can't do any transactions. He has no legal right to talk to Saquon. But the whistleblower, the Penn State head coach,
But I mean,
whistleblowed that.
there's no proof as of yet, right? I mean,
Not as of right now, I know they're investigating. They're
I don't
investigating
know how
him.
I don't know how deep they're gonna go with that investigation. I mean,
Well, I mean, the Giants might say we're going to go deep because we want their pick now. You know what I mean? Because if they
yeah.
can get an extra pick before the draft in the first round,
Oh yeah, Joe Shane's gonna be on top of that.
Joe Shane, I think, is going to be all over that. Now, we say thank you, Saquon, but kiss our ass. Tiki went off on Tiki Barger went on. That's a one thing.
Tiki
Say,
was the voice of fans, basically. That's what that's what everyone's saying.
yeah,
Tiki basically said what fans been saying on Twitter, on
yeah.
Instagram,
The
like
only thing
all
is,
the other social media.
he could have gone. I would have supported him if he went to the Texans. Okay,
Oh, I would have been fine.
I would have
I
been
mean,
totally fine. But you go to the NFC East
I mean,
rival.
I will still like support him. I mean, I still like him, but because this is all business, like
No,
first
no,
thing
I
first,
know it's business,
like,
but
it's not something that he actually wanted to do. Last year, when what stories I know, what I've talked to people, he did get the similar, like close to a similar deal. And or 2 years ago, right?
yeah.
He could have accepted it, but his agent at that time screwed him up.
Well, that's
His
what I
agent
keep
was
hearing.
being
His
greedy or
agent, his
whatnot,
agent.
whatever the story was.
But also, he's been on podcasts last year before they put the franchise tag. Well, I'm not signing till
Oh, franchise tag is a joke. Like, I
it
mean,
is, but
that is
you should be
it could be
working with
good
the
or
team.
bad for
Yeah,
anyone.
but if you're a you're going to be that team player and that captain, dude. Live up to the franchise tag and negotiate before anything. You got a new system, you got a new team. Negotiate. Don't talk bad about the team.
I mean,
You know,
so far he hasn't said anything bad about
well,
Giants.
no,
And
no, no. But last year he did. Like, oh, I'm holding out. Screw the Giants. He kept on saying, "Fuck the Giants. I don't care." But that's what I don't like. You know what I mean? That's something that just shows. Yeah, you're not about the full team and the rich history, but you're about your money. I get you. You only got maybe 4 more years with your two busted knees. If you think about it, I get it. You want to win a Super Bowl, but I will respect. I hate Tiki Barber with a passion more than I do with Saquon. Tiki's still my number one hatred. I hate him with a.
really?
I never liked Tiki Barber, but he gained a little respect because he said, "Listen, as much as I'm a Giant for life. As much as people hate me for what I say and what I do, but one thing I will say is I will never put a bird on my head or a star on my head. I'd rather be dead." And I'll respect Tiki for that.
I mean, Tiki also apologized later. I mean, I don't know if you saw.
I did, I saw it, but
The,
you know what? Tiki spoke what everyone was saying. No, he shouldn't have to apologize. I understand the networks made him, but why? Because he was right. He spoke his mind like we all do. That's the
yeah,
way I look at it. You know what I mean? Listen, you know me, you see me, you heard me. I am a true diehard Giant. I support this team 100%. Sorry, Danny boy, your time is up now. You proved it that one good year to get your contract, but you didn't prove it in preseason. Preseason, he didn't look comfortable because I was watching some of the, when guys are
he didn't
recording
look
doing the
comfortable
shows.
anywhere.
You
You
know,
know,
is
it
it
was
because
just
the
that
money went to your
maybe,
head?
yeah, maybe that 2 year, like 2 years ago when we went to the playoffs, like not last season, the season before,
Or yeah,
everyone says, "Oh, it's a fluke." It's not. It wasn't fluke.
it was not.
Danny was there. We had few pieces, like we were working. It was like the coaching
Yeah.
was fresh. Everyone was excited. So that excitement, took another level. We made to the playoffs. We won a playoff game. I mean, Danny took. I mean, that thing was get on his resume,
Yeah,
and that thing did get him money, but not
it
just
did.
that one game. I'm been telling you, like not just that one
Oh
game.
no,
When it
no,
came to,
he had actually a really good season. He had less than 10 under 15 interceptions. He had 20 some odd touchdown passes and what, almost close to 500 yards in rushing on his own. So
yeah,
he is a good quarterback, but the problem is did the with the money. I'll say this. When you're in New York and we live in New Jersey, but when you're living in the tri-state area, no matter if you're a Giant, a Jet, a Yankee, a Met, a Rangers, a Devil, forget the Islanders, they don't count. A New York Knick or I hate saying Brooklyn Nets to
yep,
this day, but if you're a net, the pressure to win is real.
yep.
Now, the couple of quarterbacks that come in mind that really took on that pressure very well, and one of them to this day will always be Eli Manning. He took on that pressure of New York.
Yep.
He brought us two championships. He brought two MVPs. No one's ever going to forget that. I
His
don't care.
jerseys were, I remember, in MetLife or in
Yeah,
a Giant Stadium parking
I
lot.
I
I have
still
seen
wear.
those jerseys getting burned. And
Yeah,
the year after, what he did, he went on a great year and
yeah.
he went and won the Super Bowl.
Listen, Tom
2006, I
Coughlin.
remember
Yeah,
2006. People were burning his jerseys.
and
2005, 2006 season.
well, I burned. I actually threw my Daniel Jones jersey out the trash with the other day, so I don't have that. I'm going to stick with my Eli Manning jersey for life. You know what I mean? But
I mean, now
Phil's,
people do.
yeah.
Now everyone's saying, "Oh, he's a Hall of Famer." He's
Well,
all
you
that. But at
now,
that time, when he was going through his first initial years, I mean,
yeah,
people did bash him.
yeah,
It's
they
not like
did. They totally bashed him, but
like,
right
oh no,
now,
we made a huge mistake. Going up and then getting him. Philip Rivers might have been good. Or
but
Roethlisberger. We left Roethlisberger on the table.
yeah, he did.
You know,
And I remember watching that NFL episode. You know what I mean? The trade. The whole trade thing. You know what I mean? He goes, "Oh, I'll play wherever, either if it's San Diego or New York." You know what I mean? But they saw something in Eli Manning that they thought they saw in Daniel Jones, and during the Gettleman era. That's the way I call it, the Gettleman era, because Eli was still there when Daniel Jones and Gettleman was
yeah,
still
he was still
there.
there. Yeah. Yep.
So the Gettleman era experiment, a lot of the stuff has been thrown out the door. The
Yeah.
only thing that I'm not grateful and not happy that is with Saquon leaving. He was the only saving grace, but also I look at Saquon too, and sometimes I see some of his runs. You could tell he's taking a play off or two. Hey, listen, I understand we can't run you 30 times, but if you're that tired, get out and give Breida a chance. Take a couple of plays off. Take a series off, for Christ's sakes.
I mean,
You
when
know,
he's on the field. He wants to be on the field 100%.
100%. I give him that, but also It's your health, it's your knees, it's your ankles, it's your shoulder, it's everything that you have been injury prone and repaired to. You should just take the time and kind of relax. Listen, there's going to be a series you should take off. Listen, in the second quarter, and the third quarter, you should get at least a series. I understand the first quarter is always important, and the last one. You take a series or two off between the third and the second and the third, you'll feel great by the fourth quarter. That means you can run like a madman. Look at DeAndre Swift. He ran hard the first and fourth quarter. Second and third, he didn't run as hard. There was always a rotating door. Derrick Henry. Look at Derrick Henry. Big boy, man. He can truck you like nobody. Now he's a Baltimore Raven.
Remember how we used to switch between Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw?
Thunder and lightning.
Yep.
Thunder and lightning. Thunder was Brandon Jacobs because, dude, 270-pound running back who goes north and south. And then you have lightning in Bradshaw. That was probably one of the best tandem running backs you had in a while. And Jesus,
I used to love watching them,
I mean, it was like Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard at one point when they were both really good. And then when I look at it, Saquon did something classy, and I will respect him for that when he did his entrance interview with the Eagles. He goes, "Listen, I'm sorry for everything that went down. Okay, at least he is apologetic. I'll give him this much. But the problem I still have is he didn't even give the Giants a shot from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because he knew the Giants not going to be able to match it.
We don't know.
We knew it's going to be. I mean, they
$46
can
million
say whatever
almost
they want.
guaranteed.
I know for the fact that Joe Shane would have considered it. He wouldn't even given a second thought because the difference between what we are paying and what we wanted to pay him, or we want to pay any running back, and what he actually got is huge. It's like close to double.
Yeah.
Like what do you get? Like 15.1, I think, or something like that, right? Or 12? No, 12.
No, he got 3 years, 36 million.
So 13 and a half.
13 and a half with incentive and bonus. There could be $46 million. So he could actually raise up to
15 or something, right?
15 to 16 million dollars for a year.
And then what we want to pay was 8.5 or 8.5.
Actually, I mean, if we offered
10,
him, I mean, but there was at one point we offered 12 million to him.
12.2.
Yeah, we offered
12.2 or 12.3, and we even gave him 12.1 last year in the when we were in the
negotiation stages,
and also when we were in the bye week.
Yeah, in the bye week, we offered you your money that you were asking for,
and he turned it down.
Yeah,
like no, so because at that time, I guess he wanted to or whatnot. He probably wanted to test the market. He wanted to see what the price he gets. And think about it. There's only one team in the entire out of all 32 teams. The other 31 teams did not even, or whoever is interested, did not even come close to what Eagles are actually offering him.
Actually, the only team what I heard was the Texans really did get aggressive, and they actually
Texans only offered up to 11.
From what I hear, the Eagles got into it. They started raising their price up because they had $67 million in cap space. So they could go
everything to the running back. I mean, they had other pieces left, right?
I mean, what they got Joe Mixon for a 3-year deal. They signed an extension with Joe Mixon the other day. I thought that was a smart move by Cincinnati, keeping him, trading him, and getting something out of it. I think they did the right move without cutting him. If the only problem is no one wants Daniel Jones, so it's kind of funny. I mean,
we're stuck with Jones for this year at least.
I think this year, and they'll cut him. If he doesn't produce.
Next year.
Is it next year?
I think we can get out. If we cut him, I think we're gonna lose. But if we the way contract is structured, I think it's next year past June 1st. What I'm hearing is I think he can get cut, and then we can actually it's not gonna get hit.
No, it won't be. It won't. No, it's either there was a like a fallout clause that the Giants put on his contract saying, if you don't do good after the third year,
that's year 3. That's year 3.
If you do not produce and you don't come up to the numbers that you are able to, your ass is getting cut. and we're not paying you. So there was like a get out of jail free card for the Giants. So they did something smooth. Now, Giants did address a few things this year so far. I like what they were doing. Surprisingly, as a Giant fan, I know a lot of people are like, think I'm nuts right now, but the big trade, Brian Burns from Panthers to the Giants. We only give up, I think, it was 2 draft picks, one this year and one next year for this guy, and we signed him for 5 years, $100 million. Okay,
It is too
defense.
much. I'm still saying it's too much
I
that
think
we
he's,
give to give this guy, but you know what? He's under 25, you know?
yeah,
What is it? 25? No, he's
he's
no, I'll take it
26.
back. He's 25, he's turning 26.
It's yeah, he's turning 26 this season.
He's young. He's young.
He's
And if
young.
he can bring that electric with Kevon from
Oh, Thibodeau
and
and
then
Sexy
Ojulari from
Dexy.
the bench, if
Yeah,
Ojulari, let's say if Ojulari is healthy and he gets his hands on, he learns uh
that's gonna be.
everything, and he's coming off the bench. Oh, this defense is going to be unstoppable. The
This is
front
gonna be.
three, front four is going
That's
to be
gonna be.
crazy because
Thibodeau.
Dexy is already there.
Yeah, Dexy's already there, man. My man, I love that guy. I love him so much. It's not even funny, man. He reminds me of me when I was playing high school football. I would have loved to play him in college, but he probably would have kicked my ass. But seeing what they're doing, I mean, everyone's like, get rid of Thibodeau. Listen, it was noticeable. Thibodeau improved, but also he did take plays off. You could see when he's taking plays off. It's noticeable. He's not rushing hard enough. You see his hands fly. Buddy, year 3. Get your jockstrap on. You got to play like OC Umenora and Michael Strahan. That's what you got to be. Look at those old school tapes, buddy. Even look at Lawrence Taylor for crying out loud. He put his hand on the line before he was a middle linebacker. It's time to put up or shut up with him. So I'm excited what he's doing. He did get 13 and a half sacks this year, I believe it was. I think he had
Something like that. Yeah.
I think he had 13.
No, 7.5.
Was it 7.5? I thought he had more.
No, 7.5, I think. I think in first, like there was some kind of record.
Yeah, he
Uh
broke some kind of record, but you know
in
what?
his
He did
first in
good.
his first few years, every year I think he has had like a 7.5 or something, at
Yeah,
least
and I think he did more than
something like
I
that.
know
Yeah.
he did more. So, but Brian Burns is a good
I usually
addition.
look at those stats and be like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
it all matters to what he's gonna do for Giants. That's all matters to me.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, we looked at his other stats. Shane looked at his other stats. Looked like a promisable, young talent. Bring him in, but I'm gonna see him as okay. You're starting for the new team. You start okay.
And he
Show
looks
me
like
what you can do
he's
for
actually
us.
looks like he's excited to be a Giant
Oh,
too.
he's very excited.
So
Him and
that's
him and that guy Hermaine. Oh,
yes, I
Jermaine.
was
Yeah,
Jermaine Eleanor
Jermaine. Yes. Oh, I
Eleanor
can't pronounce his last name. I don't know.
Eleanor. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm actually
Eleanor,
yeah, something like that. The way it's spelled. I'm gonna go Illuminor. It's Gluminor. If I put a
Illuminor,
G
right,
in,
or something. Yeah.
no, it's Illuminor. Something like that. It's
I was with SNY the other
Jermaine.
day. I don't
Jermaine,
know if you
if
if you
you
seen
if you
that,
watch
right?
the show, I apologize for screwing up your name. I love you. Welcome to the Giants. Okay, we
Yep.
still love you,
Welcome
brother.
to the Giants. I mean, we were still trying to get to know your name. It took me a while to get to OC Uminora as well.
Oh, dude, I just started calling OC before they started calling
Yeah,
him
I mean,
OC.
OC was great for me. I mean, that's simple, easy. 3 alphabet word.
Exactly. Listen,
You
and I
know,
also love Jason Pierre-Paul, but JPP was so much better when we got him. It was easier. Now, Devin Singletary now comes for the Texans to the Giants. He's also a Buffalo guy. So he's a
Yep.
Joe Shane,
He
Brian
has
Double
he
guy.
has Brian Dable tied up. Yep.
So he's got ties with us. And I think that's going to help him come in and
And
be
he
the
was
number
great
one.
in Buffalo.
Oh, he was
When
great in
when
Buffalo,
when
and he
he
was
was
great
there,
in.
oh yeah, he was great. And Buffalo line was actually like trying to gel up at that time.
Yeah.
And the way this guy ran, I mean, that's why now they know that what Singletary's like good and downside is.
Hmm.
Look at it. Like last couple days, what we're doing, we are actually getting a big pass blockers or
Yeah.
big guys, tight ends, who can actually come in, and block for a Singletary or for a play action,
Yep.
whatnot,
We've
for those
we've
kind of things. For those kind of plays, explosive plays or maybe explosive run plays, we need these guys, these tight ends. The tight end from Philadelphia,
Yeah.
the tight end from what do you call
Jack Stoll, the Chris Manhertz too. He also
there's
signed
another tight
another
end, right? We got from West Coast, from West
West
Side.
Coast. I don't remember where, but he just got signed today. And then we
Yeah.
signed this big mamma jamma from Tampa Bay today to another offensive lineman
Oh yeah.
from
Oh yeah.
Tampa Bay today.
That's another.
He's a 300-pound guard. I've never heard of a 300-pound guard.
I'm telling you, Evan Neal's gonna be on his toes. I mean, he has to. All
Now he
these
has to.
guys, we're gonna be shifting here and there. We have a couple of guys who can actually play two positions in the
Yeah.
line.
And don't forget,
So
and we might have Justin Pugh
this
returning
guy
back to
doesn't
the
step
team.
up,
And we might
I
have
don't
just
care.
yeah, and I think we got Justin Pugh, who's coming back on a tryout contract.
If Justin Pugh can come back for a vet minimum or something,
I think he
we
will.
can actually keep him as a as a backup or as
He
like
could actually be a starter on the right side on the guard position.
I mean he can. Yeah, he is. I mean actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean he was a starter for majority of the year last year.
And he actually led that Giants offensive line. You know what I mean? He took responsibility. He he was straight off the
I
couch
think they're gonna give him
awesome.
a captain this year if
If he comes back.
him and Andrew Thomas. AT
Yes.
is already there. AT is
Yeah,
already there. AT cannot.
he's there. But Evan Neal now needs to prove himself
I
a
don't know
little
if they
bit.
can give everyone a captain though, because
No.
Andrew Thomas is going to be a captain. Center has to be a captain. GMS. I don't know
GMS, I
if
don't think he's gonna be a captain this year.
no.
I think he'll be a captain next year. I think he needs to prove himself. Listen, he was a great center
Oh
this
yeah.
year. But
Actually,
I
by the
think
way, congratulations to him on a newlywed.
and I
Just
loved your
having.
footballs throwing the flowers to your wife like it was a football, man. Loved it.
Yep.
Wish I wish I did that at my wedding. Or I
That
wish
was a
I had.
great entry, by the
Oh,
way.
it was.
That
It was. It was amazing. I saw you put it up, and I started laughing my ass off.
Yep. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, dude, this is worth sharing it.
Now there is going to be a controversy this year. That's quarterback controversy
Yep.
because we signed Drew Lock for 1 year. Now, the rumor said they brought him because he has a chance to compete as a starter, which is true. That's not bullshit. Because Daniel
It
Jones,
is. It is, but no one's gonna say it.
no one's gonna say it, but
Even Drew
everyone's
Lock, I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it's coming out
Drew
from a
Lock
scout.
came in. I saw his interview today actually on YouTube.
And he
So I
said it, right? He said it like he's being told that Danny Dimes is actually
he
going to
no, he
starting
actually
quarterback.
he said
Oh, he didn't
I
say it.
no, he did say it. This is what he said. He
Okay.
goes, I come here knowing Daniel Jones is the starting quarterback and I am the number two, but I'm here to push him. And listen, if I win the position, I hope he pushes me to be a better quarterback. I did it with Geno Smith, and I did it when I was the starting quarterback at Denver. Osweiler did it with me.
Yep.
So I have a great relationship with him, and I'm going to continue that. If I'm the starter, I hope he pushes me. If he's the starter, I will. I know I'm going to be pushing him. We've had competitions. We were in the team college not the playoffs, but it was that All-Star game with Gruden being the coach. So he knows his tendencies. Now, could this actually work? It could. We might see a better Danny Dimes.
Yeah. You never know.
You can never know. If you get that quarterback that actually
I've
pushes.
seen people coming out of the injuries, injuries like this, and they'll be like, oh, you know what? This is a fresh start for me. Maybe it's Danny Dimes back to year one. You never
It could
know.
be. You just
But
don't know.
we cannot take any chances.
No.
But like, I mean, look at it last year when he went down, who we had?
Tommy
Tyrod Taylor
DeVito,
was coming
Tyler
back from
Teller,
the injury. We
then
had
Tommy
Tommy
DeVito.
DeVito. Okay, thank you, Tommy DeVito. Tommy, local
Okay.
talent. We we found him out. Like we found him. Like we put him out in the middle. We won a few games.
Yeah, he did. He
Some
did.
some
We
fans
almost
say that screwed
we
us
was at
up. Getting
no,
on the
we're at one point
getting in the
we were
top
in
three,
playoff
but whatever.
contention. We were almost in playoff contention with Tommy DeVito, which I never thought I would say that because
Exactly. But
the
you know
boy
what?
couldn't throw the ball
None of
20
that.
yards.
But none of that is actually a sign of having a championship team or a building team. Even even
No.
even if you're calling Giants as a building team right now, none of that talent is actually should be on.
No. I mean,
That, so I'm glad they're actually thinking the other way.
Mhm.
Bringing in Drew Lock. I don't know if Drew Lock how good of a talent he is. I mean, he's an
He's
Eagle killer. He's
he's an
good. I
Eagle
mean, he
killer.
was in Seattle last year. He
He's a
got
he's an Eagle
played
giant
against us
killer.
too, right?
No, he played against us. He had 5 touchdowns against us.
Exactly. So yeah. So he
So
has. I mean, they may have seen something in him, but that does not stop us of taking another quarterback in the draft,
no,
anyways.
now that's something, I look at. Listen, we have Tommy DeVito for another 3 years. We have Drew Lock for this year, probably Daniel Jones for 1 year. Now we do have the sixth pick in the draft. Now the way that everyone's talking about the number one draft pick, they're talking about that kid Caleb from USC. Now
There's no chance we can get them. Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't want Caleb on this team. He's too cocky for
I'm going
me.
for Drake.
I want Drake May now. There is a rumor mill that the Giants are trying to trade up to number 3 to
Yep.
give to trade the number 6 for the number 3 pick, but probably with some kind of money incentive, or do get rid of the first and second round draft picks of this year for the number
This year,
3.
then next year,
Yeah.
uh, because that's it's gonna cost that much. And also, one of a good friend of mine, Adriana, uh,
Yes, I know. I was
you know her,
watching her
right?
show.
Yeah. So I asked her the same question on her live today, that what you think would be the ideal package, if we want to move from 6 to 3.
I think it's
She comes up with the same thing. If
a
from 6 to 3
first,
want to go, we first thing first, we have to give up that 6 to them,
the
right?
six to
That's
them,
it's that's understandable.
the
We have to
second,
give second round pick,
the 36th pick.
first and second next year.
I wouldn't go the first.
Also,
I wouldn't go the
also
first next year. I'm going to say probably the number 1 pick this year, the number 2 pick this year, the number 2 pick next year, and maybe the number 1 pick the following year. So
okay.
that's 4 pickups. I think they're
Okay.
going to try. I don't think if the number, I forget who's the number 3 team in the NFL.
But
If
then, don't forget, we may have to give another player with that too. And what she told me, that what if we have to trade Dexy for that? I
no,
don't know if that makes sense.
that
I don't
won't make
think.
sense. So the New England Patriots are the number 3 pick. So just think about it. They just signed Jacoby Brissett, traded
Yeah,
Mac
they're not going
Jones.
for a quarterback. They
They're not
said they're
going
not
for.
going.
So for them, this might work out better for the Giants than we realize, because if we're going to trade with New England for the 3rd pick,
Yep.
because Washington now has to go for a quarterback.
Yep.
Chicago needs to get a quarterback because they're trying to get rid of Justin Fields.
Hmm.
And Chicago actually has 2 first-round picks this year.
Yep. They have
The,
another one, right?
yep, they have the number 1 and the number 9.
Number 9. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm just looking. All right, so in the first round, I'm looking on my phone, folks. So please bear with me
No,
one second. That's why I don't want people to think I'm being rude to you. Now, if we trade up, okay, here we go. This is what I'm thinking. To get the 3rd round draft pick from the New England Patriots, this is what we need to do. We still have Breida under contract, I think. Now, if the Giants signed Aaron Jones, the running back from Green Bay, to pay complimentary to Devin Singletary, I can see
I
this.
think he's already signed somewhere, right?
Oh, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't remember.
I think Jones has been signed somewhere.
I know. No, no, wasn't. What's the other running back signed with
Oh,
Green
Dylan,
Bay?
they already took him
A,
back.
okay, AJ
No,
Dillon went, but I don't think Aaron Jones signed anywhere yet.
I
I
think
didn't.
Jones probably went to Vikings. No,
Did he really? Oh, he might have, and I don't. I maybe I missed that one. Hold on, guys. As you can see, we're doing this almost like a live episode, but it's not. Football, football. Rams get the. Can't believe Pickett's going to the Eagles now. Hmm.
yeah, Minnesota Vikings.
Okay,
Yep.
so never mind. Okay,
So yeah,
so
so I was right. I mean, damn, I don't forget things.
no, I didn't. I wasn't
Even
disagreeing
though
you.
even though I was having fun, I think he signed it yesterday. I
Okay,
think he
maybe. Oh,
signed.
so I must have missed that one.
Yeah,
So, all right. So this is what
that's
I'm
one
thinking.
thing that I really like on because I have notifications on from a few
So do
people,
I, but I must have missed that one. You know what I mean?
and my
It,
work was very light yesterday. So
okay,
so
I was busy as hell, so I kind of. So I was.
so I actually made sure.
Okay. So
Uh,
I missed a few things yesterday.
my boss is a Commanders fan, so I was actually telling him
Oh Jesus!
few things. Yeah.
All right, Sterling Shepard, Dexter Lawrence. We're not going to get rid of. Justin Pugh, Casey, Chris Martinez, Darren Waller. Now We just picked up Jalen Mills from the New England Patriots. I'm going to say this. This might be crazy, but I might like this. We still have Matt Breida. Okay.
Yep.
So they are
Yeah,
looking for a
good
running
right tackle
back.
too.
Yeah. So they are looking for a running back. So this is what I would propose. Oh shit, we still got Paris Campbell.
No,
Oh,
Paris Campbell's probably gonna go.
okay. Well, if they don't cut
No,
him, but if we
we're
trade
gonna
him,
cut him. No, we're gonna cut him.
okay. Well, you never know. Maybe we'll use him as trade bait, but we'll probably end up cutting him. You're
Yeah, but
right.
he's not good for nothing though.
Yeah. So sixth pick to the third pick. Giants trade the sixth pick. Giants trade the 39th pick of this year. Giants trade their second round next year. Give up Matt Breida for the third pick and something and a future consideration pick. You know what I
I
mean?
think that's big enough to go up 3 spots.
I
I mean,
think it
never
is,
know. I mean, it's New
but
England.
you have to look at what New England is looking for right now. They're not getting they don't need a quarterback. They don't have wide receivers. They have I think a
At
decent
six,
tight
okay, so at six, they have a very good chance of drafting a very good wide receiver.
the
So
kid from
yes,
LSU.
so if they and since they're in rebuilding mode as well,
Hmm.
because everything their coach has been gone, everything is like new for them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So yes, so you might be right. If we give them a collective, maybe 5, 6 picks, just to move up 3 spots,
yeah.
I think
I
I
think it's
think
gonna be three picks in Breida. I think
I
that
think
might
the only team we can I think the only team Shane can actually work with is Patriots. You're right.
I think he's the only way. So if so it would be that kid Caleb, number one overall to Chicago,
Yep, he's definitely going there.
which I think that's a horrible choice because everyone now had him going down the draft. No one saw him throwing the combine. He's like, just look at my tapes. That reminds me of Josh Rosen in that time of the
Yep.
Daniel Jones era. But look at
Eric,
him.
he was in Arizona, right? Yeah.
It was an Arizona. Yeah, he went to Arizona. They went to Miami. He went somewhere else. He fell off the face of the earth.
Yep.
So Mac Jones goes to. I don't get why Mac Jones is a Jaguar to back up Trevor Lawrence. I was a little whatever. I
To think about it, Jalen Hurts and Penix now. I mean, what was it?
pick
Pickens now.
it. Well, yeah, but I mean, Jalen is going to be there for quite a while. He's the face of now the Eagles since Kelsey retired.
Yep.
Him,
Yep.
AJ
This guy
Brown.
is the
I hate to say the words Barkley
and they put
and
Barkley right in the middle. You seen that poster?
yeah,
They put Barkley right in the middle and
they
then put
put
all these guys in the back.
not for nothing. Barkley should be in the back and everybody else should be in the
I
middle.
mean, Barkley is a local hero for
I
them.
get it. I
His
know. I
whole
know.
family is a Eagles fan. 99% of his town is an Eagle fan.
Actually, I think his dad was a Giants fan only.
Was it?
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
his dad was the Giants fan.
Oh,
He,
yeah, 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 yeah. His
I can
dad.
only imagine what his dad's going through right now. Are you, son? Are you freaking kidding me? You go to this shit? I can only imagine what now the family conversation is going to be
We're
like.
coming back. We're coming back to the same. We cannot get away. I mean,
Oh,
I have had enough in last 3, 4 days.
I know.
I'm just like done. That's why I made that post yesterday. I'm like, time to move on.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
done with all these, like looking at all these videos of everyone like, putting Barclays jerseys on fire and like,
Never mind
or,
that.
or
There was an
people
Eagle
putting
fan.
white out on Barclays number or name and then putting Singletary on it.
Yeah, I
Move
thought
on,
that was
guys. I
funny.
mean,
But
it's like,
I hate now the Eagles fan are driving all the way to MetLife with their fucking Eagle jerseys and we got Saquon. I
yeah.
swear to God, if an Eagle fan did that to me right in front of me, he's getting tackled. This
Like,
is what,
okay, go win. I mean, it's not like, that was the only missing piece. You had Scott. You had running backs
you
last
had
year.
DeAndre Swift for crying
Yeah,
out loud.
exactly. It's all depends on your coach how you use a running back. Okay,
And that's
okay,
correct.
Barkley is a different generation talent.
Oh
Barkley
yeah,
is different. He could be a good receiver as well,
he
and
could
that's what
be.
Giants have used him. But it all depends on your coach how he wants to use him.
Oh shit,
How
we
and
had the
also
third
he's
one.
injury prone too. Don't forget that.
No, no,
So
no, definitely not. But that's the thing, again,
let's see when
it's
season comes. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything. Oh, Barkley should get hurt in the week 1 or play one. Like just
no,
like
no.
Rodgers. But like
Oh,
Oh,
I got my personal voodoo doll.
I know you told me that. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I
now
mean,
now it has number 26 on it.
so
Hmm.
that I mean, I'm not gonna pray for any player's injury,
No, no,
you know?
no. That's something I
But
will not.
I mean, go show it, you know? If
Listen,
Barkley wants
look,
to
if
win
you
for money, go
yeah,
show.
show what you got. If you make it 18 games, good for you, then you earned it. If you
Yeah,
make 10 games, I'm gonna go, ha ha, they didn't get the real Barkley.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But you're right.
And some Philly fans are saying too. I mean, like it's pretty a gamble. It's a gamble for them.
It
You
is
know,
a
the guys
gamble.
who know how and how he like, you know, they're like he has never paid a running back. You
No.
know, he let
And
the talent walk as well, but
yeah,
he has
and
never paid a running back.
no.
And him changing his mindset and paying a running back was a big deal for them,
Yeah.
just because it was Barkley.
Listen, well,
If it was some other running back, I'm sure they would have not paid that much.
no, no, definitely not. I mean, listen, Saquon, good luck down to you, brother. But I hope one of the Giants wrecks you. That's all I gotta say. I hope Brian Burns comes in and just wrecks you and you fumble.
I said it. I'm like, dude, Thibodeau, oh, Karaki.
Everybody's gonna come after you.
I'm not even going Dexy right now because Dexy's gonna be too busy in the middle
Yeah.
with the new center. Uh, whoever is gonna be on the center now for
Well, you never
Eagles.
know. Dexy might break through and whack Saquon like they did to
Yeah,
him when
because
he was
now
a
there's
kid.
no more Kelsey.
Yeah.
You know,
You got you I wonder if Saquon's talking to Kelsey
their
because
line's
he
gonna
is.
be difficult too. Their
Yeah.
line's not gonna be the same what it was with
No, no,
Kelsey.
no, no, no,
Kelsey's
no.
a monster.
You know what's funny? And I hate to say this, but I really hope the Eagles offensive line turns into the Giants offensive line of last year, and you have a hard time. So thank you. Good luck to you, buddy. Thank you. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, if
Um,
he could be a playmaker for them, like how he was with us for
yeah,
last
then
2 years, when
yeah,
our offensive line was the worst offensive line, and he still got almost 1,000 yards.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You know,
But we're
I
gonna
guess that's the
say
only missing piece Eagles needed. But whatever. I'm not. Why are we talking about Eagles? I mean, it's all
yeah,
about Giants.
it's all about the Giants. You're right. So
All about
now
Giants.
Drew Lock is in. Um, I love the offensive lines that they're picking up there. They're finally picking the right guys. I think they're excited to play.
I
Evan
am.
Neal,
Yep.
Evan Neal needs to really shut his mouth this year and tell us to not eat cheeseburgers like at Wendy's or something. So I think this is a shut up or put up for Evan Neal.
It is. It is. It's has to be a show year for him.
Yep.
Otherwise, he's definitely not gonna get that 50-year option
Yeah.
or whatever in like next year. Or he might be one of those guys who we might have to like trade, you know?
You know what? Even I'll send him packing because
You
with
can trade on a rookie deal, right?
yes, you can.
Oh yeah, Pickens got traded. Yeah.
Pickens just
Pickens was
got
on a rookie
traded.
deal.
He,
Yeah, yeah,
he
Pickens
he
just
was
got
definitely a
traded. He
rookie
was a
last
rookie.
year.
Uh,
Now he got
yeah,
traded.
he was this was supposed to be his 4th year, right?
No, I think it was his third year.
3rd year. Okay.
Third year. So
So
he's.
yeah, there you go. I
But
mean, so
listen, I like Jermaine at the right tackle,
yep.
Andrew Thomas at the left tackle. Beautiful. I'm liking the John Runye Jr. and Aaron Steeney that we picked
Yep.
up.
Those are the two new guys that we got this today, I think.
Now,
Yes.
those are some gritty guards. I've seen them play. Um, and then you got, our boy Smitty in the
Yeah.
middle. You and we picked up Austin Schultman too.
We
Doesn't
don't
have a
have any more. We don't have Bredesen though.
no, we don't.
So JMS has to stay healthy.
Yeah, he does. Well, we picked up Austin Schultman. I forgot what team he was on, but he doesn't have a lot of, you know, he doesn't have a lot of experience in the NFL. But
Okay.
again, it's a backup, which is good.
He's
So
a
I mean,
backup as a center
center,
or
yeah, as a center.
oh okay. Oh yeah, I mean I know we definitely need because GMS was injured for
Yeah,
quite some time last year,
with his
remember?
hand, yeah, with his hand. And I
Yep.
think that was his passing throwing hand, as I should
Yep.
call it.
So that's why we just gotta be careful with that as
So
well.
Giants have did some good things this
They
offseason
have
with
good.
their
I mean, I'm happy. They have done some good moves.
dude,
They
12
know where they
moves in
need
a
to
few
go.
days.
That's
12
why I said when I got the opportunity yesterday to talk to SNY,
Mhm.
Brandon London reached out to me actually.
Yeah, I saw that.
Um,
That was
so
cool.
he told me like he was doing a session with Paul Schwartz from New York Post, and he wants me to ask a question and then give my thoughts on a free agency. I'm like, okay. So I recorded like 1 minute video at my
Mhm.
work, just taking early break.
Yeah, I know.
Before that's it,
This
like all that stuff. That's why I was not wearing any Giants gear. Otherwise, I would have.
I
Um,
saw that. I was like, wait a minute. He must have been working, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. It was like he basically telling me at like 10 o'clock in the morning,
Yes.
when I'm in the office, but like, hey, I have a shoot at 1. Can you send me something, a short 30 seconds, by 11 or by 12 the latest? I'm like, okay, I got you, but like, I'm not ready.
Yeah, I know. It's
I
one
didn't
of
even
those
had my
things.
Giants jacket on or something. I usually like to wear my Giants vest. Uh,
No, you're always wearing something Giants. I will say that. Anytime I've seen you, you're always
yeah.
wearing something
Oh
Giants.
yeah,
Either
that's
if it's
that's that's
pictures,
me.
either it's pictures with your kids, even if it's a scarf, it's there's something Giants on you. I
Yep,
will agree with you.
always.
So to see you non-Giant wearing was a little weird for me.
That's a
And
lot of people didn't even recognize me. Like,
I didn't know that was you. Then I'm listening to the voice. I'm like, this just meant you gotta be what the never mind. So you explained it
plus I
already.
had to speak so low because my voice was like, I mean, like, I don't want to talk like loud,
Oh
you know.
shit. I told the guys at
Okay.
work if I ever had to do an interview and a celebrity coming in, be fucking ready. I'm gonna be loud. And I
And then
would do it
couple
at work.
couple of people passed by me, and then after I was done recording the video, they're like, "Were you online? Were you on Zoom or something?" I'm like, "No, I was just recording a video for SNY." They're like, "Oh shit, you really?" So
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's
so
that's
so
awesome.
that's when I asked. So my question to them, I don't know if you heard the full segment, but my question to them was like straight up, like, we brought these two extra. Until then, we only had two, right? We only
Hmm.
we only brought two extra offensive linemen,
Yep.
both playing same position where Evan Neal plays right now. So my question to Paul was straight up, like, where Evan Neal stands when we're bringing these two guys in. He's
Yeah.
like, Evan Neal has big competition. It's like a hit or a miss this year for him.
Yeah.
So Paul was straightforward. Like he said it.
You know what's
Like,
funny? You
you know
know
what?
what?
He has to. He's gonna have a very good training. I mean, competitive training camp.
He's
I
gonna
wouldn't
have
say
a
good,
good
but
pre he's gonna have to
competitive
have
training camp,
yep.
competitive preseason. He might
Yep.
have to, and and look at it. Like we only going to be playing less preseasons at home this year. We're going to be playing 3 preseason games this year,
Yeah, we think it
out
was
of which we're only going to be playing one.
one.
And most likely that one, if that one is not against the Jets,
That's the last
last
game, I
year we
think.
were we were Giants home, right? So this year it's going to be
No, no, we were Jets. Jets were home, I think, last year. When the Jets are home, they wear the green.
yeah. So
So the
whatever. I mean,
yeah,
if the Jets are home this year, then we're getting two, basically kind of two.
yeah, technically too,
Technically,
but
we're getting two home games in preseason, but other than that, on our season tickets, we only
it's
getting one.
one, yeah.
So
So
we
I
only have
mean,
one shot basically at
well,
home to see, or I mean, whatever.
hopefully
I mean,
this year, I do have a friend who does who gave me two. I went to two Monday nights this year.
I know
So I
you
went.
told me. I
So
missed I missed one of them though because you went again the Packers and I missed that Packers game.
and I went to the Seattle game too,
The
and
Seattle game I was there. Yeah.
I missed you in Seattle because I got there very late because it was that
Yep.
last second type of thing. Hoping this year I can get into a Sunday one with him, or if he likes to hand over the tickets again, I'll be happy. I'll definitely be there next year. Um, I have a lot of high hopes for Shane and Dable. I like where we're going. Wink will be missed as a defensive coordinator, but something had to give. We wish him nothing but the best. Uh, Isaiah Hodgins did leave. Unfortunately, that was a good receiver. I wish we kept. I heard OBJ got released by the Ravens.
Yeah, he's most likely gonna go to Chiefs.
If he
Only
doesn't
if you give him a bag of money though, because he's old, like he's getting up to that age now. I don't know
now,
if you
even if if he even
I don't
keeps,
mind taking him back. I
actually, I
don't
will
mind taking him
not
back
mind a
as a
little
vet
reunion.
minimum. You know
Yeah,
what Shep took last year? Same
yeah,
thing. Come home, buddy. Play as a veteran role this year. Train all these new wide receivers, train
yeah.
all these guys,
And I think he might.
play a few snaps,
He
hang your
might come
cleats in
back.
New York. Hang your cleats in New
I
York.
know he
You
wants to
will be
come back.
forever 13,
You will always be the number 13. You'll always
Exactly. I still have his jersey. I still have his home jersey. I still have his, because I have a feeling that he will, even if he has to sign a one day contract, I think he will retire as a Giant.
I think he will.
And
He's got his
and
ring,
that's
but
it,
I
regardless
think
of whatever teams he goes to.
I think for what happened, how he was left, how he left New York, how
Yep.
he was perceived in
He
New
should have
York,
never left though.
he
That
should
was
no,
one thing. I mean, Barkley's story, everyone's comparing Barkley's story to Beckham. No,
no,
no
no,
way.
no, no. Listen,
Beckham
Beckham,
was not asking that.
no,
Beckham was actually let go, in a
because
different circumstances.
Beckham was let go of his rants and rates. Let's just say that whatever happened on the field and off the field, okay. But
And front office too. Front office had to do play a role in that
yeah,
at that time.
and
Whatever happened. We don't know the
I
whole
know
thing.
John Mara still talks to OBJ as a friend, like a mentor to him. So he could have mentored him
OBJ
outside
is
of.
still he still talks to LPG,
Yep.
he's still out there friends with like a lot of players. Um, he still loves New York,
Yeah, he does.
all
He
that
said it.
stuff.
He said it. He said it. He says, "Listen, I would like to come
The
back
guy
to New
used to
York."
drive him around, Danny. I don't know
Hmm.
if you know him.
Mm,
I think he's also the same guy for Barkley as well.
okay.
I know him. I've met him a couple times in the stadium in the
Yeah,
training
can you
camps.
give me his address over here in Montville? I'd like to leave him an Eagle present.
But yeah, so even him, he still talks to like Beckham. Beckham's still in contact with a lot
That's
of people.
awesome.
And
I I just
Joe and Dabes, they
mhm.
brought Beckham last year
Yeah, they did.
for a dinner. Remember?
They had they had a meeting at the stadium and they went out to dinner. I think
Yeah.
it's just not the right time at that point. That's why he didn't sign. Now I think this year could be a different story. You know, Dave's could reach out or Shane could reach out to him and say, "Listen, Obi, we need to talk, and we really need to set up a time, and we need you." It's I think
To build the core here now, especially when Shep's gone, you
mhm.
know,
Shep
Isaiah
retired.
Hodgins might not be coming.
No,
No,
he left already. He's gone.
he left, right?
He's gone. He signed somewhere else already.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
I
he
missed
did.
that.
Yeah, just like I missed Dylan.
This maybe this evening, right?
No, I think he did yesterday.
No,
Hold
no,
on.
Hodgins was still.
Isaiah Hodgins for the New York Giants signed where?
No, I think he's
Oh,
still.
is he? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, damn it, that's a freaking eBay thing. I hate when they do that.
No, Hodgins is still. I think Hodgins is still a free agent.
Okay, I thought
Most
he
like
got picked up because he would.
no, I think but
Isaiah Hodgins not tendered by the New York Giants. All right, so the Giants are
yeah,
not
he's an unrestricted free
free
agent.
agent. Okay, so
So
that's probably why nothing is happening yet.
yeah, nothing has happened. So maybe someone might take him if someone goes down, or if someone definitely after draft, maybe if
Hodgins,
someone needs like, some kind of player,
yeah, I'm trying to
to fill
say.
up the roster.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So okay, so I apologize on my bad intel. Um, it does happen today. We think we know it
But
all, but we
Hodges
don't.
is new. I don't know what I'm talking about him, but yeah, I mean, Shep is gone. Shep's
Shep
retired.
retired.
Uh,
He
so
announced it.
we need that one veteran, um, on a vet minimum, that kind of thing. I mean, OBJ fits perfect right
He
there.
does.
I don't know what he needs, what he wants. That's something Shane makes.
Even if a 2 year deal, dude, bring him in for 2 years, let him play it out, and let him retire as a Giant. I
Yeah,
think that's the best way to do. OBJ, just please come home, please, and I'll tag you on this. I think OBJ would just be. I think he would be happy as shit. I would be happy as shit.
I would love.
Listen. I never had a problem with OBJ. He brought the excitement. Him and Eli Manning were so good at that time, and
Even though we only had like maybe 3, 4, 5 win seasons, like
yeah,
that kind
he
of
was
thing.
still. Even Beckham said, "I'm. This is my team." You know,
Beckham was great. Like,
he was a team
he brought
leader.
that
Yeah,
electricity on that field.
every day. You know what I mean? He brought it
And
every day.
when we drafted Barkley, him and Barkley together, like for those couple of years, that was like off the roof, like,
It was unbelievable when you had a healthy Sterling Shepard, Barkley, OBJ. When you had a healthy team, that was a
Because right
team.
now, look at it. Look what we have. We have Wandale.
Yep.
We have
Yeah,
Trust me.
Wandale Robinson, he's going to be exciting because he
Yeah.
showed some good flashes
This is
this
going to
year.
be a big year for him because
Yep.
last year he came out of the injury.
And
They
he
and Jalen
showed.
Hyde. Look at Jalen
Jalen
Hyde.
Hyde this year uh, it pisses me
I don't
off.
want to get
Okay,
too excited though. No,
and neither
don't
do I.
get.
But the one thing that pissed me off, we did that one pass with him that one game. We just said go out and go
That
catch it.
preseason, I was right there. I was
Just
sitting right there.
do it,
Yep.
Dable. One thing. Listen, I am not an NFL coach. I coach football, but I'm not going to tell you how high I went. I wish I was in college. It was high school. I will say it. Let it go, Dable. Please this year, let
When
it
we
go.
lost the season last year, I was saying it every single week or every other day.
The
Like,
kid.
why can't we just let this guy go? Who cares if our quarterback throws an interception? Our season's roasted, done.
Just
It's
let him
over.
get
Let's see
yes.
what this guy has.
And
What if
Tommy couldn't. I felt like Tommy DeVito. Listen, Tommy DeVito and his fucking chicken cutlets. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of. It's like Saquon Barkley. I'm tired of it. I don't care if this kid invited Aaron Rodgers. His mother invites Aaron Rodgers to his house and he didn't show up. Gee, I wonder why you're a psycho. Okay, you have a leprechaun agent that dresses like he's from The Sopranos. You talk to yourself like you're in the third person. You did win some games. Now get your head out of your ass and get back to La La Land because it was all a dream, as Small said.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because you're playing for the New York Giants, not the New York Jets. Okay, you made a name. You sold some sauce this year for your mom. You live at home with your mommy, which don't ever admit. I never admitted I lived home with my mom when I was younger. I said, "Oh yeah, I got my own place." I never did. But don't ever admit when
I
you're.
mean, his story was good,
I
great,
know
funny,
it was,
plus
but
everyone knew that our seasons was going like whatever,
I know. But then
drain. So
let the guy
let's
throw.
just keep it with the flow, you know.
Should
People
have
love
thrown the.
that,
Well,
the
you know what? I'm not a time, but I'm actually glad this is kind of done.
but yeah, all right.
It's like Tim
So I
Tebow.
mean,
It's like Tim Tebow at the Neil.
true.
You
And
know it.
that actually got picked up in the wrong way after that. But
Oh yeah, I know.
uh
No, don't even get me
um
started on that. But
yeah, so I mean I'm really looking excited with all these signings.
yes,
These are my last thoughts. I mean, I don't want to keep my hopes too high because every time I do that, Giant sucks. You know,
I'm
I'm
going.
not, I'm
I'm,
not, I'm just gonna have them played out,
yep.
this year. Training camp, last year, training camp was probably the one of the best training camps that we have ever had. Everybody was saying Giants look confident.
Yeah, they
Even
did.
even the guys at Talking Giants,
Yeah,
Bobby and
Justin Panic and Justin and
Justin.
Bobby.
I love those guys. Like,
Those guys are awesome.
Bobby and Justin, every year I meet them at the training camp. Great couple. Yeah, I mean,
I
great
know what you mean.
duo.
I know what you
You
mean. They're
know,
great. They're the
and whenever they
dynamic duo of
cover,
football. Yeah.
they know what they're talking about. So they even said it like, these guys look confident. Like,
Yeah. I remember because I
this
listened
team
to them
is
when it
looking
comes
in
to.
a good direction.
Yep.
Look what happened week 1. We're sitting there, freaking rain, and Cowboys just keep scoring, scoring, scoring,
Oh, I
and they
gotta
win
tell you
40
this.
nothing.
I'll
Exactly.
I'll
That
remember
shattered the confidence of the entire team.
we
We
drove
never came to back up.
let me put it this way. We drove the ball. The first series we took that ball. We jammed it right the Cowboys' throat. I'm going, this is
If we
it.
would have scored a touchdown over there,
Or even 3 points. That game would have been different.
yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
And then
That would have boosted our confidence right
and
there.
there was a couple of bad bounces in that game for the Giants. Okay.
Barkley fumbled,
Barkley
and
fumbled, they run it back.
yep,
It was the way I can only remember saying it. Shane Falco from the replacement said it better. It was quicksand. They were trying to get out of it and they couldn't and they sunk.
yep.
Listen,
And
we
that
always
that hole got deeper and
uh,
deeper and deeper
yeah.
throughout the season.
Now Cowboys, we always know they're always going to be a great season team.
Yeah.
Okay, we already know that. Even though Dak is facing some sexual charges,
You wanna hold this? You wanna hold this
we're
for
actually gonna
sneaky.
we're gonna hold this for sneaky. So
Yep.
we're gonna announce this now. We are gonna come back together, me, Jasmine, and Sneaky G. Now, if you don't know about Sneaky G, boy's been on my show. Actually, I had him at Jasmine and Sneaky back to back on my episodes. Sneaky's from Dallas. the boys living in Texas, and you're talking about we're talking he's a huge Giants fan. And if you don't know, check out his program on YouTube, everywhere, Sneaky G. He's a legit Giants fan living in Dallas, which is not easy. But thank God he does have a Giants bar to go to because he can watch the game comfortably if his wife kicks him out of the house. So just like all our wives do. So we're gonna
His
actually
whole
gonna
family is a diehard Giants fan.
I know, so
His
that's a
kid is
good
a
thing.
football player as well. Um,
We're
I
gonna
love it.
have him.
You know,
We're gonna well,
I
he's a
talk to him at least once a week. Uh, I call him. You know, he calls me.
great guy. We've communicated through text messages once in a while. I haven't been
We
texting
were
too
planning
much.
to go to Detroit this year for draft party because me
Ah,
and him are actually part of Elite Super Fans.
oh, nice.
It's like a non-profit organization. I'm going to show you the coin that they gave it to me.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
like it's right here. It's actually it stands for Elite Super Fans, and
Yes.
it says Fans Against Bullying.
Nice. I
So
love that. I
so
actually love that.
we're
You okay there? I lose you?
yeah. Hold on one
Or
second. I think I got a phone call. So
oh, I hate when that happens.
yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry
So
about it.
yeah. So this was it. This is the coin. I actually put that in the Giants. I got the coin holder custom made
Nice.
for the Giants, and next year I'm
Rocking
actually gonna
it.
be wearing this, rocking it at every Giants event, starting
And
from LPG's softball game.
okay, so I will say this. I am totally against bullying. I am so for that. I do love that, Jasmine. That's so cool that you have that. So
Yep.
I am against bullying. I've been bullied myself and I was a bullier. And it's happened to my kids already. And it's something I'm totally with is anti-bullying. I'm about it and I am going to support that too. Before
Thank
we
you.
do sign off, we did talk all Giants all night, but there's one thing I gotta mention. Guys, if you see, he is a New York Rangers fan like me. You see my pictures in the background, Stanley Cups, Henrik Lundqvist. I do have my lovely, lovely
Just T.
Shesty jersey.
I call him the wall.
I
That's what I
call
call him.
I call him the Prince because Lundqvist.
Sometimes he does fall apart,
Yeah, he
you
does.
know?
He did last night.
Yeah.
Folks, if this is 2 weeks later, be in mind that's what I was talking about. Uh, so keep in mind. But I actually had the opportunity to meet the old captain of the New York Rangers, Ryan Callahan.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, what a true gentleman he is. Um,
Nice.
I was actually scared to even meet him. He was one of my favorite Rangers next to Lundqvist and Kreider that year. And it was kind of funny. He talked about the trade of what happened. And I will never say it because I'm sworn to secrecy on this. But off camera, I will tell you what happened to him. So I'll tell you after this, but I'm not saying it. If if I can get him on the show, Ryan, please come on, and we can discuss it. You discussed it with us on Sunday, and I'd love for you to tell the world. Still a Rangers fan, just not a Glenn Cellular fan. That's all I have to say on that. But
Nice. Yeah, get
before
him
we,
on.
oh, I would love to.
Tag him in this video and then
Oh, I am.
try to get Callahan on.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get him, and let me tell you, true honor and true gentleman, man. I did get a picture of him from the Stadium Series of when he was at the Yankee game, at the
Nice.
Yankee Stadium with the
Yankee
Devils,
City, man.
and then I actually got the white helmet. I have a bunch of
Oh
blue
wow.
helmets, but I have
Nice.
a white helmet. Him autographed it for me, so
Nice.
it
Very
was
nice.
really cool to meet him. Ryan, we love you, and let's go Rangers. And Jasmine, before we hang up tonight, tell everyone where they can find you too.
So everyone knows me. Like my real name is Jasmeet Singh. Everyone knows me by the Giant Singh, also known as if you look up a hashtag Giants Turban Guy, that's me. Because I always rock my custom Giants turban. Turban is part of my religion, basically. So yeah, so that's why that's it, and I carry it to every Giants game. But yeah, you can find me at the Giant Sink on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, TikTok. I started putting some TikTok videos too now, like just for fun.
See, same here.
Not too much, but apparently I got pretty heavy response. I got like a lot of like about 33 or 34 last time I checked, 100 followers.
Okay, he's got more
So
followers than me, folks. I am trying to break 1,000 here on Instagram. So let's help out a
so I'm
brother.
not I'm not even I'm not even sure how I got there because I don't even have that many videos. But yeah, so that's where you can find me. Follow me. Let's just have fun. Even if you're I'm a Giants fan at first because football is my first
Yes,
sport,
sir.
but I'm also a New York Yankees fan. Uh, I used to be a Brooklyn Nets when I first came to the United States, but I mean New Jersey Nets. I would say New Jersey Nets, but
Thank
then
you.
Nets fall apart. They are like 3 hours away with traffic for me.
Knicks. I'm,
So
I'm going back to my
my
Knicks too.
my son wants to grow up as a Knicks fan, so that's why like we become a Knicks fan now starting this
I'm
year.
starting to watch basketball again because I don't have to see LeBron James anymore. But I love to see, I'm loving to see now the Knicks play a little bit. And it
Yep.
reminds me back of the 94 era with
90s, yep.
Ewing, Barkley,
And that's what I'm
Mason.
trying to learn from because I've never had a Knicks history. So I'm trying to learn that from my other friends, from like watching videos and stuff. Uh
I love the old school basketball
I
like
like
that.
Madison Square Garden just because it's the home of the Rangers as well.
Yes, it
So
is.
that's it.
All
So those
right.
are my teams.
Yeah.
Soccer, I like soccer, as well.
Soccer's nothing wrong with soccer. I love soccer too. I just don't have a team.
Yeah,
Except for
I mean
when we
like
have the World Cup.
Red Bulls and Manchester United are my teams. When it comes to World Cup, I support US.
I support US and any Spanish team because I'm Hispanic, so I got to. Except so that's how it is. But I'm looking forward to seeing World Cup action in a couple years here in New Jersey. Wow, man, I can't thank you enough coming on again, Jasmine. We're gonna
Yep.
come back
Thanks for
again.
having me. Yep.
We're gonna talk to
Another 3 weeks,
Sneaky.
4 weeks, maybe. Yeah.
We're gonna do about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. We're gonna do mid-April because I think the draft is the end of April. When's the
I
draft
think
this
when
year?
is the draft? I
Yeah,
put
so we're somewhat unprepared but prepared, people. This does happen.
yeah, NFL draft 2024.
Oh, I don't want the NHL. I said NFL.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Thursday, April 25th. So
25th, right?
so
Yeah.
we're gonna try to get a show on that week. We're gonna try to record the week before. We're gonna give our thoughts with Sneaky in here. What we're thinking for the top 10 draft picks. So we're gonna do some
Yep.
homework, all of us. We're gonna choose our version of the top 10. We're not gonna go through everybody. What we're thinking, what's gonna happen, what has happened. We're gonna try to report everything we can that night, before, even though we might be a week later. But keep in mind, folks, we're going to try to get as much in as we can. And things do unfold while the trade happens. Like we think some things will. We're going to talk about a little bit what we're thinking is going to happen. So it could be an hour and a half, it could be 2 hours, it could be an hour, but we're definitely going to have some fun and we're going to
Yep.
enjoy each other.
Let's
And
do it.
we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it all planned out, folks. So, guys, as we always end, I am a true diehard Yankee fan. Even though you see different hats here, I will always wear my Yankee hat like I do tonight. Here it is, because I am a New Yorker, but I like hats. So let's keep that in mind, folks. Two, I'm a Rangers fan. Diehard. Let's go Rangers. Bring the cup home.
Rangers.
Giants. We'll just pray. That's all I'm saying. Pray and nothing but luck.
We're
Okay.
crossing our fingers. We're praying. Let's have fun this year. Hopefully, we go in the right direction and just win some football games. That's
Games
it.
exactly. Just win games first, and then we'll talk Super Bowl.
Yep.
And New York Knicks, you're having a hell of a season. Good luck this year. Thank you. And like I always end my show, it's nothing but love, peace, and happiness. Good night, everybody.